we're back.
All right, heading into Game 2, Baxcalibur Balance up 1-0 against Archelodon, Rain, and also Mouseape. I guess we're just going to call this team.
All right, dollars to donuts. Pelipper's got to show up this time, and I think our BaxBalance trainer knows this and is ideally planning for it.
I mean, already we see Sneasler, Dozo, Volcarona, Rillaboom not locked in, but selected right off the rip.
He went in with a strategy here, and he may be second guessing it, but I don't know. I think you have to bring the Dozo. You know he's bringing the Pelipper this time.
Yeah, I think
he learned his lesson.
I think Dondozo incredibly strong pick. Volcarona good if there is no Pelipper. However, the moment that Rain vanishes, if you have that Volcarona in the back, it's tough to deal with. And thinking on it, you know, 1 or 2 Quiver Dances and a Bug Buzz, that's gonna hurt.
It will. It absolutely will. I will say, while Pelipper may not be the strongest on its own stats, it has the move pool. It has the flying hurricanes. It has the, you know, the rain and the water, the rain boosted water attacks.
All right, Annihilate and Mousehold against Rillaboom and Volcarona.
Yeah, if it works, it works. Who am I to say? And now, I'm assuming we're going to see some priority, some fake outs.
Interesting. Possible turn 1 Terra, really just wanting to get damage into that Annihilate, diagnosing it as a problem Pokemon, just wants to really hurt it right off the bat.
And really underlining the power of Annihilate. If you can't get rid of it fast, it becomes a real problem. It can 1v4 your team.
Rillaboom going for the fake out, neutralizing the Mousehold, and Annihilate just going for a turn 1 Rage Fist.
And he thought that was going to be a boosted Rage Fist, but it still does a decent chunk of damage. The Flame Body, the burn, that right there.
Goodness.
One of the rare instances where Annihilate gets neutered right at the start of the game.
Burn and 40% HP on turn 0. I mean, there is a world where that beat up gets into that Annihilate, boosts the Rage Fist, and Volcarona goes down. But
sometimes it's good to follow me with your Mousehold on the first turn. But
that would have been interesting. You would have that Mousehold would have taken probably modest damage from that Terra Blast, but that burn could not have happened at a better time for Baxcalibur and pals.
Flame Body, it's a great ability.
30% of the time, every time.
Yep, as they say.
All right, our trainer going for the, I believe that was the Heat Wave, anticipating this taunt probably.
Yeah, yes, which was a good call because the taunt really would have stopped Volcarona in its tracks had it gone for the Quiver Dance.
And that Drain Punch doing so little damage to the Rillaboom, and the Heat Wave coming out. A second burn, are you kidding me?
Double burns. We call those side burns where I come from.
And I mean, I guess luckily that Mousehold couldn't be burned for long because it just got hit with a giant wooden mallet, sending it back to its Pokeball.
I might have, you know, were I in that situation, I might have at least still tried to boost the Rage Fist on the Annihilate, see if it could take something out. But I don't blame him for going for the taunt.
All right, Grimmsnarl coming in, replacing the Mousehold. I mean,
is he in Grassy Glide range? Is Annihilate in Grassy Glide range? That's the question I have right now. I think that's the question this trainer is asking as well.
That is a great question. I mean, the Volcarona locked into attacking moves, which isn't bad, but if you just Grassy Glide that Annihilate, you get to the position where the opponent can only ever attack with one Pokemon because every turn the other Pokemon is getting knocked out.
Yeah, and you could always double up into it, and if Grassy Glide doesn't kill it, Terra Blast sure will.
Reservoir going into Snarl.
Okay. Okay, interesting. The T-Wave goes off this time. That would have been crazy if it missed again.
That would just Grimmsnarl going 0 for Thunder Waves.
We take Grimmsnarl out back with the shotgun if that happens.
That is...
Right, and now the Terra Blast. It's a decent chunk of damage despite the burn.
Exactly, took the words right out of my mouth, and Grimmsnarl just being taken out. It got one Thunder Wave in, but it seems as though Baxcalibur Balance thought that Annihilate is kind of done for, but that Rage Fist doing 50% through burn means Annihilate is not coming
Annihilate
out.
still has Drain Punch, and those Rage Fist stacks are still building. I would always prioritize Annihilate. I would never count it out. Too big of a threat. Let's see where it goes. Maybe he'll realize that now.
And look at this, our Chalodon, no Pelipper tonight. What is going on?
I guess we just don't like Thunder hitting 100%. Or Electro Shot.
No charge Electro Shot.
One turn, not needing to charge up.
Yeah, I mean, this... If I was the Baxcalibur Balance trainer, I would have been a little afraid to bring that Volcarona because of possible Hurricane. But it was the right pick. Rillaboom returning to its Pokeball. There's your buddy.
Alright. The Dozo is here. Protect, yeah. It's probably a good move.
Annihilate going for that Protect, but... I mean, it's going to save it from being knocked out by this Heat Wave. How much is this Archalagon going to take? Oh, not terrible.
Oh, 3 burns? I don't even know what to say to that. That is
what is going on?
Has a Volcarona ever burned this many times?
Other than the Grimmsnarl, which got taken out the first turn was out, this is a 75% burn rate on Pokemon. Granted, 2 of those are Heat Waves, 1 of those is Flame Body, but what a crazy battle we have here.
Truly, these are the moments right here. When everyone's burned, when everyone's been burned. How do you come back from that? And more importantly, how do you not blow this lead? Because clearly the Pokemon Fates, Arceus has granted this trainer a boon. How do we take as much advantage of it as possible? Because I wouldn't count Annihilate out just yet. Let's see how much damage this Rage Fist does. And the crit.
They are.
I don't know if that crit mattered. It might have.
Arceus sometimes throws that favor around. You know, you get all those
burns. It can't all be one.
But I think the Baxcalibur Balance trainer has diagnosed the solution here. There is just
drown the monkey.
There is no way for these Pokemon
monkey can't swim. Monkey can't swim.
Monkey cannot swim. The Archaludon with no rain, Electro Shot is going to take 2 turns to fire off into this Dondozo. There is not a lot this allegedly Rain team can do.
And we get the grassy terrain back up.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm Baxcalibur Balance, I slow walk this entire battle. It is a 3v1. You got nowhere to be.
He's just too slow, the Archaludon without rain.
Rillaboom going for the Fake Out. Archaludon is going to get that defense boost, but I mean, what is this? This is a 10-turn clock off this burn?
The fissure will have to hit eventually. It's just a matter of time.
I think that's the bet here, is instead of sending out that Sneasler going for the close combat and trying to work through those stamina defense boosts, it may just be keep on clicking fissure until it connects.
It's a tried and true strategy going all the way back to Gen 1. You just keep clicking fissure, and 30% of the time it kills every time.
Rillaboom coming back out, and I think that is for preserving the Fake Out. Just keep cycling that Pokemon.
I mean, Archaludon can only use Electro Shot once per turn, or once per 2 turns. So, in theory, you can just keep rotating Rillaboom in and out every other turn, and keep on using Fake Out.
All right.
It's a genius strategy.
Here we have the Tower from the Archaludon. It allows it to... Oh, that Draco did some solid damage to that Dozo.
Decent Draco. Oh, and the fissure misses.
So the Archaludon now is going to take less damage from the close combat, but it is going to take super effective damage from that Dire Claw. Now, the benefit is it can't get further status. It does have that burn, and it is going to get a little bit of HP back from that grassy terrain, but eventually one of these fissures has to hit.
It sure does. It's just a matter of time. However, we've seen some statistically unlikely things happen already tonight. All right, here we go.
There it goes. Down goes Archaludon. If it wasn't the fissure there, it would have been the Dire Claw or the...
One-hit KO. I mean, I think it took more than one hit to kill that Archaludon, but we'll give it the one-hit KO status here.
We'll give that to Dozo. And there goes the battle. 2-0 for Baxcalibur Balance against a kind of rain team.
It's good to see Baxcalibur Balance, really firing on all cylinders here. Seemed like the trainer went in with a lot more confidence, sort of read the situation, and there was no shortage of luck, but that is the case in any game and in any activity in life. There's going to be some statistical anomalies that happen here.
Yeah, I mean,
Heat waves will be missed.
You can't go into the battle hoping to burn with Heat Wave every single time, though that certainly does help.
It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt at all. But that being said, it seemed like Baxcalibur Balance came to win regardless of all of those nifty little advantages that came out. And yeah.
To bring this back to our previous episode, Volcarona really just true, and if not MVP, certainly huge player. Dozo, big and annoying. Glad to see that we saw Rillaboom tonight. We did not see Rillaboom at all in the previous episode. But King Gambit, not seen at all today. Baxcalibur, I believe we saw him and he did not select a move, but Sneasler. Sneasler did great.
Sneasler, we got to see Sneasler and Rillaboom shine. And frankly, because of each other in large part, we got to see the advantage of the coaching. How deadly it can be to keep on coaching your teammate, especially someone who's, relatively bulky, doesn't have a crazy attack stat like Rillaboom, but with 2 coaching or 3 coaching, suddenly it becomes a major threat.
Yeah, especially with that healing from the grassy terrain.
It's almost like a different monkey that we saw tonight. They can really grow on you as threats.
Yeah, I wonder if the next time we see this team that possibly maybe the coaching into the King Gambits try to emulate that same thing with the Rillaboom tonight.
I'd love to see a coaching on Baxcalibur.
I would adore that.
Dare to dream.
Not as long as there's a Steeler Fairy Pokemon floating around, and
those do seem to be the 2 most popular types in the game, in no small part.
So with that, do you have any closing thoughts for us tonight, Wiz?
Well, I think we got to choose our MVP, and I'm gonna just go ahead and say Sneasler did a lot of work both games. It got poison off on the Dire Claw. It got a poison touch at one point. Obviously we could always say Volcarona, but I think we gave it to Volcarona last time. And Volcarona certainly, finished the games, but it was unable to do that by Sneasler. I would give the MVP to Sneasler here.
I have to agree with you. Rillaboom, it did a ton of work in both games, but it could not have done that without the coaching. Volcarona, very powerful, but it didn't go Quiver Dance and some crazy sweep. It got the damage in that it needed off the Terra Blast, off the Heat Wave. But every single move tonight that we saw from the Sneasler, whether it was a Dire Claw or coaching, it impacted. At no point in this battle, or both battles tonight, did a single move from Sneasler go to waste, whether it was the Dire Claw into the Archaludon, the Coaching into the Rillaboom, or even the Dire Claw into the Annihilate. It didn't do a ton of damage, but it did poison it.
Yes, and I mean, even getting a Poison Touch and the Flame Body proc, both of, just getting to see that in a single match was unusual, but certainly a memorable battle.
It truly was a status match tonight. If you would like to use the Baxcalibur Balance team, the rental code is in the top left. It will also be in the description. If you've gotten this far in the video, please like and subscribe, even leave a comment. Thank you for watching First Based.
Thank you for having me here, Super Slow.
I will see you next time, Wiz. Take it easy.
See you next time, and good night, ladies and gentlemen.
I was recording, I swear.
Okay, good.